Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking through some player props I like on Prizepicks for today's MLB slate on Saturday, July the 12th. We got a full 15 game slate for Saturday today. We do have a lot of early games. I think of the 15 games today, I'm pretty sure like 10 or 11 of the games start between like 1 and 4 o'clock Eastern time. So most of the games today are early games. Wanted to go ahead and post this video on Friday night, get this video up the night before, and hopefully by the time you're watching this video, none of these games will have started yet. You'll be able to get these plays in. I do have 3 early plays that I like for today. Taking a first look at the board the night before, and as always, we're going to break down these plays. We're going to share why I like them. Now, before we do get started, guys, make sure that you hit that like button down below. If you enjoy these Prizepicks videos, hit that subscribe button as well. And if you guys are new to the channel, and if you are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have a Prizepicks account, be sure to sign up. Use that promo code NOAH. When you guys do sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code and play your first $5 lineup, you're going to get $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account. This is an easy way to kickstart your bankroll on Prizepicks. Again, if you have not signed up yet, use that code NOAH when you do sign up. And I do want to say that Prizepicks does have a free square available for today for the WNBA. So there's a WNBA game that starts at 1 o'clock Eastern time on Saturday afternoon, and there's a free pick. Collier's points prop is set at 0.5, and this is a free pick for everyone. So if you're not on Prizepicks yet, this is another incentive to sign up. You'll get access to this free square. Take this free pick, pair it with any plays you like, whether it be MLB, whatever it may be. If you want to take the plays I give out in this video and you pair those with the free square, you can do so. But definitely take advantage of promos. Anytime these sites do discounts, promotions, free squares, you want to be taking advantage of this stuff. So that's another incentive to sign up for Prizepicks right now. Again, use that code NOAH if you have not signed up yet. And then I do also want to shout out Sleeper, because we do have a partnership with Sleeper as well. If you guys sign up for Sleeper and use promo code NOAH, you'll get your first deposit matched up to $100. So whatever you put in, Sleeper will match it up to $100. You put in $100, they'll give you an additional $100 to play with. So another way to kind of kickstart your bankroll, get that bankroll boosted over on Sleeper. Use the promo funds that Sleeper gives you. Hopefully you'll be able to win some money off the lineups you build with those promo funds, and you can start to build up your bankroll on Sleeper. But if you guys don't know what Sleeper is, they're just a DFS pick'em app similar to Prizepicks, where you pick more or less on player projections. You build out your lineup. You can do up to an 8-pick lineup on Sleeper. You can win up to 100x your money. Go check them out. And again, sign up and use code NOAH, so that way you get that deposit bonus up to $100. But talking through some picks that I like for today, guys, on Saturday. Before we do that, I want to recap our plays from our video on Friday. So we gave out 3 picks Friday. We went 1 and 2 on our 3 plays, and really it's tough because both the plays that lost by the hook. So we took Herman Marquez over 5.5 hits allowed, and he had 5 hits allowed. And I think I want to say he had like 5 hits allowed after 4 innings, and I think he pitched the next 2 innings without giving up a hit. So that was super annoying, losing that play by the hook. And then we took Quinn Priester under 4.5 strikeouts. Priester actually didn't even start the game. The Brewers decided to use an opener, start the game with a bullpen guy. They used an opener. I think he pitched 2 innings, and then Priester came in and pitched I think like 6 or 7 innings, and he got a strikeout. He got his 5th strikeout in like the last inning. One of the last batters he faced, he struck out to go over when we had him under 4.5, and he finished with 5. So it's like, we were on such a heater, doing so well with our MLB plays, and as of late, obviously things have not gone well. Friday was super annoying. Both plays losing on the opposite sides of the hook. Marquez, we take him over 5.5. He finishes with 5. Priester, we take him under 4.5. He finishes with 5. It's like just tough, man. I mean, those are the type of losses that sting. Anytime you lose like close like that, it's super unfortunate. But what can you do? We're just going to continue to try and grind it out. Find the plays that have the value. I'm going to give you guys all the plays I like with the value. Most of the time, the plays I post, the lines get bumped or they get removed. So, like, I know I'm giving out plays with good value. It's just kind of tough lately. The plays just haven't been hitting, and it's unfortunate. But I'm going to keep grinding, keep giving you guys all the value that I see, and hopefully, we'll start to see some wins come through the hoop. I know, this is one of our last slates before the All-Star break. So we do have today, Saturday, full slate of games, and then we have a full slate of games on Sunday. And then there's no MLB games until Friday of next week. So, hopefully we can get a couple wins here going into the All-Star break. That would obviously be great. But yeah, let's talk through these plays for Saturday and try and get a win today. So the first prop that I like for today is going to be a hitter fantasy score. We're going to go to the Twins and Pirates game. And I'm looking at O'Neal Cruz, 5.5 fantasy score. Like the over here, more than 5.5 fantasy score on O'Neal Cruz. Now, O'Neal Cruz has been kind of in a little bit of a slump lately. He's gotten back on track the last few games. As you can see, he has gone over this fantasy score line now in 3 straight games. But he was on a little bit of a slump. The Pirates moved him down in the order. I think he's been batting 5th lately when typically I think he bats leadoff against right-handed pitching, or like 2nd or 3rd. But like they bumped him down in the order because he's kind of been in a little bit of a slump. But he's been finding a groove lately, going over this fantasy score line in all of his last 3 games. And I do like the spot for him. I like this spot for the Pirates. So we don't know yet who's going to be pitching for the Twins, but from what I'm seeing, it looks like it's going to be Travis Adams. So Travis Adams pitched, I think he pitched 5 days ago or 6 days ago for the Twins. He came in as a bulk reliever. He pitched 4 innings, really struggled, gave up 9 hits, 5 runs through 68 pitches. It looks like the Twins are probably going to have a bullpen game today, and maybe Travis Adams comes in as a bulk reliever, or maybe he just starts this game. But I looked at a couple different sites, and a couple different sites had Travis Adams listed as the probable pitcher. Now, that's not it's not guaranteed that he's the starter, but it looks like he's going to at least pitch this game. And if Travis Adams does pitch in this game, I think this is a good spot for O'Neal Cruz. Now, we haven't seen Travis Adams much at all in the majors. He's only actually made 1 major league start, but it went really poorly. Again, he gave up 9 hits and 5 runs in 4 innings. Looking at Travis Adams' minor league stats, he did not post great stats in the minors. He had a very low strikeout rate. He was just like a 20% strikeout rate guy. Last year or this year in AAA, only a 21.8% K percentage, which you translate that to a major league strikeout rate, and he probably projects to be like a 16-17% K percentage guy in the majors, so well below league average. And then you look at like his ERA. I mean, he had, I think, like almost a 4 ERA in AAA. Let's see. I had it pulled up earlier. His ERA, let's see. Where is it? So in AAA this year, he had I just had it pulled up and I lost it. He had a 3.68 ERA in AAA this year. Last year in AAA, he had a 5.21 ERA. So he's not really even pitched that well in the minors, and now he's making starts in the majors. He made 1 start. It went very poorly. Again, I don't think it's a guarantee that he even pitches today. The Twins might just opt to go with like a bullpen game, but we're going to have good hitting weather in Minnesota today, which typically you don't see because Minnesota is not a place where it gets super, super hot, but it's going to be close to 80 degrees in Minnesota on Saturday, 52% humidity, winds blowing out to center at 10 to 15 miles per hour. So you got some hot, humid weather, winds blowing out to center. That sets up really well for the hitters. O'Neal Cruz, we know, a big-time power hitter, does strike out a lot, but I think if we do see Travis Adams pitch this game, that sets up as a pretty good spot for a Cruz because Adams is a low strikeout guy, not a guy that really gets many strikeouts at all. In his 1 start, he threw 4 innings and only got 1 strikeout. So really like the spot for O'Neal Cruz. He's a guy that has a lot of upside because he has a ton of power. He also has speed as well, so if he gets on base, he can steal bases. I think this season he's stolen like 25 or 26 bases. 28. He's stolen 28 bases this year, so like if he gets on, he's a threat to run. He has a lot of ways he can get fantasy points here. Good hitting weather in Minnesota. A lot of boxes you can check in this spot for O'Neal Cruz. So we're going to take him for more than 5.5 hitter fantasy score. Next play we're going to take is a strikeouts prop, and we're going to look at Tanner Bybee. 5.5 strikeouts. I also like the over here, so more than 5.5 Ks on Tanner Bybee. And if you look at Bybee lately, he's struggled. Like, he's only gone over this line twice in his last few games, but like, look at some of the starts where he went under. So he went under against Houston, which is a really difficult matchup for strikeouts. I mean, the Astros have historically been a low strikeout team. This season against right-handed pitching, they rank 23rd, so they're like 8th lowest when it comes to strikeout rate against righties. And then he went under against the Cubs, another very low strikeout team. This season, the Cubs rank 25th, so they are 6th lowest in terms of K percentage. He had 7 Ks against Toronto, which was not an easy matchup, but he did get 7 Ks. He had 10 Ks against the Athletics. The Athletics have been striking out a good amount this year, and especially as of late. And then he only had 3 Ks against Seattle. Seattle's just kind of been like an average strikeout team. And you look at Bibby's strikeout rate this year, his strikeout rate is just 20.7%, which ranks about league average. But this has historically been like a 24 to 26% K percentage guy. So he's not been striking out as many batters this year, but I think that definitely could be due to just some of the matchups he's had. Because like if you look at his schedule, he's not had a lot of great strikeout matchups. Houston, Chicago, the Blue Jays, Houston again, the Dodgers, the Phillies, the Blue Jays. He's had some tougher spots. Now, sure, he has had some good strikeout matchups. Like he got to face the Angels. He got to face, the Yankees are a tough matchup, but they do strike out. He got to face the Reds. He got to face the Tigers. But he has been able to get Ks when he's gotten soft matchups. A lot of his bad games this year with not a lot of Ks have been in tough matchups. Well, this should not be that going up against the White Sox. Not only are the White Sox one of the worst offenses in the league, but the White Sox are also a team that will strike out a lot. If you look this season, the White Sox do have the 10th highest strikeout rate, so they're top 10 in K percentage against right-handed pitching this season. And I want to say looking at like a recent sample, like the last 2 weeks, I think the White Sox are still kind of up there when it comes to strikeout rate. So this is definitely a White Sox team that you can get some strikeouts from. They've always kind of been a high K team. They've been a high K team this season. Bibby historically has been a good strikeout pitcher. His strikeout rate, again, it's a little bit down this year, but I think that could be due to some of the matchups he's had. He's not getting as many whiffs and chases this year as he did last season, which is a little concerning. But last season he had a 26.9% whiff percentage. This season, it's not too far off, 24%. It's only a couple percentage points lower. But his strikeout rate's like 5 percentage points lower this year, which is a little weird because he had a 26% K percentage last season. This season only 20.7%. But I think we can project Bibby to be like a 23 to 24% K percentage guy, not the 20% that he's been so far this season. And if there was ever a matchup for him to be able to get some Ks, I think this would be the spot going up against the White Sox, who again are top 10 in strikeout rate against right-handed pitching this season. So we're going to take that as our second play for today, and then our third and final play is going to be an earned runs allowed prop, and we're taking Brady Singer for less than 2.5 earned runs allowed. Now, Brady Singer, you look at as of late, he has had some starts where he has gone over this line and given up at least 3 runs, but those have not been easy matchups at all. He gave up over 3 runs to the Yankees. Not surprising, the Yankees are one of the best offenses in the league. And then he gave up 3 runs to the Red Sox, another team that's kind of been heating up lately. The Red Sox have been playing really well. Also, that start was in Fenway Park, which is not an easy place to pitch. Now, sure, Brady Singer pitches his home games in Great American Ballpark, which is also not a very easy ballpark to pitch in. It's a pretty good hitter's park. But the matchup here is what really makes me like this play for Brady Singer going up against the Rockies. We know the Rockies are one of the worst offenses in the league. They're even worse when they're away from Coors Field. And if you look at the Rockies' stats this season on the road, they've pretty much got like the worst stats in the league against right-handed pitching on the road this season. So against right-handed pitching on the road, the Rockies have the highest strikeout rate in the league, and they have the second worst batting average. They rank dead last in on-base percentage. They have the third worst slugging, third worst OPS, and then WRC plus, they have the second worst WRC plus. So they're pretty much like bottom 5, bottom 3 in every offensive metric against right-handed pitching on the road this season. And Singer, he's not a bad pitcher. He's definitely not pitched great this season, but he's kind of been serviceable. He's had good starts, especially when he's gotten good matchups. And this should definitely be a good matchup against one of the worst offenses in the league. You look at the Rockies' team total for today. The Rockies only have a team total of 4 runs. So Vegas, they're only expecting the Rockies to score like 3 to 4 runs here. Maybe they score 3 or 4 runs on Singer, but I think there's a pretty good chance that Singer gets through this start without giving up 3 runs to this weak Rockies offense. And I think another thing working in Singer's favor, if you look at his splits this year, he's been a little bit better against right-handed hitters compared to lefties. He's had better splits, only a 242 average, 333 on base percentage, only a 356 slug. allowed to righties. This is a Rockies lineup that does have a good amount of righties in it. Right now, they have 5 righties in their projected lineup, and you look at the lefties in their projected lineup. I mean, Mickey Moniak's had a good season. He's shown some power, but like Michael Toglia's not been great. He's a switch hitter, and Michael Toglia's better, batting right-handed compared to left-handed, so he's been better against left-handed pitching than he has against right-handed pitching. Then they have Ryan McMahon, who does have some power, but he's also a guy that strikes out a lot. And then Yanquiel Fernandez, he hasn't made many starts yet in the majors. He hasn't really been that good either. So like I think this is a pretty good spot for Singer here, facing a good amount of righties. The lefties that he will face are not the scariest lefties. It's just a great matchup for Singer. I think it's a spot where he's able to get through this outing without giving up 3 runs. So we're going to take him for less than 2.5 earned runs allowed. And these are our 3 props for Saturday, guys. O'Neal Cruz, we're taking for more than 5.5 hitter fantasy score. Tanner Bybee, we're taking for more than 5.5 strikeouts. And Brady Singer, we're taking for less than 2.5 earned runs allowed. Hopefully we can be on the right side of the hook today. Hopefully O'Neal Cruz can get us 6 fantasy points. Bybee can get us 6 Ks. Singer can get 2 runs or less allowed. Because obviously it was frustrating losing 2 props on the hook on Friday. But that's how it goes sometimes. You're not going to win every single day. We were on a heater. We kind of gone cold lately, but I'm going to keep giving you guys the plays that I like, the plays that I think have value, and hopefully we'll start to see some wins. I'd love to get a couple wins right before the All-Star break, go into the All-Star break on the right note. But either way, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. As always, I do appreciate you watching. Make sure to hit that like button down below. If you did enjoy this video, hit that subscribe button as well. And be sure to go sign up for Prizepicks. Use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up for Prizepicks, and when you play $5, you'll get $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account. So check them out if you have not yet. But good luck, guys. Let's win some money tonight. As always, appreciate your support, and we will see you in the next video.